Today on a Confirmation Bias News special report.
Who is the world's poorest person? Because if we can find that out, I feel like it'll just be the right synecdoche. It'll connect all the dots on the issue of poverty, which often gets ignored under this system, under capitalism.
And I mean, trickle-down economics has been disproven. It's time to try trickle-up economics. So, you found the world's poorest person.
Yeah, and I did this by looking at net worth. So, of course, you include their assets and their debt load.
Absolutely.
So, when a lot of people think about a poor person, they might think of someone having trouble making their rent, or maybe even someone who doesn't have enough money to pay rent. They're homeless, or living in their car, or sleeping rough.
Denied public support benefits because they don't have a fixed address.
And definitely, they have a real struggle. But when I talked to them, most of their net worths were in the positive, even if it was just a few dollars.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so actually, the world's poorest person.
Let's roll the clip.
Here at the world's biggest mansion, where we've been invited inside to speak with the world's poorest man. Alistair Spensworth, first of all, thank you for inviting me into your home.
Nice high ceilings, right? You see that painting behind you?
Yes. Oh, yeah. What is that?
That's an original Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, my.
It's worth $65,000. I'm a collector.
And I'm clearly a man of great taste. Of course, the reason we came here to talk to you today about your struggle, about being the world's poorest man. How does that feel? I couldn't imagine.
Thank you for saying that. Jeffrey, please, caviar for our guests.
Oh, thank you. They do say the poor are more generous than the rich.
What's your favorite beast for dinner?
Oh, no, I don't want to be bad, but do you have giraffe?
Jeffrey, the giraffe lasagna again for our guest. Thank you.
Now, sometimes people look at you and all they see is your $113 billion in personal assets, but they don't take a look to see what your debt load is. Over $163 billion. You're $50 billion in debt.
When you compare assets to liabilities, yes. Being at the very bottom, sipping sparkling wine on my yacht, surrounded by friends, celebrating the 15th anniversary of the Iraq War, and they're saying, Alistair's the poorest man on earth. Say, come over here, and giving me a noogie on my head. I'm like, stop it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was bullied when I was in school.
I'm not just bullied. I'm bullied by the richest man in the world. It's so humiliating.
Yeah.
To know they're at the top and I'm at the bottom. They're noogieing me. I'm like, look at my revenue. Look at my revenue. I'm on a trajectory towards solvency. They laugh and pull up my pants too high, so it pulls on my groin. I'm like, oh, stop it. That's my life as the poorest man.
Yeah, well, this has been an enlightening interview. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
And thank you for having the strength to stand up for what's right.
So, yeah, that's the clip.
I feel inspired. Do you feel inspired, folks? Let's put the thermometer up on the screen. $1 billion. We're going to raise $1 billion tonight. Telethon for the world's poorest man. Our phones are ringing off the hook already. Look at that. Shooting right up.
I'm amazed. The public is overcoming their bigotry of what a poor person should be like. They're looking at the numbers. They're realizing just because he has millions of dollars in liquid cash in his bank account doesn't mean he doesn't have a crippling debt burden.
We're going to hit $1 billion within, it looks like, about the next minute and a half. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Can we do $5 billion? Folks, this is incredible.
Wow, we're going viral all over the world.
We just received a tweet from Tokyo, Japan that said, we're watching as well.
Oh my God. Now I feel self-conscious all of a sudden.
Yeah, all the eyes of the world on you at once.
God.
I mean, what if I forget to get to a bigger thermometer?
I'm just going to read another tweet. A woman in Costa Rica doesn't have a lot of money, but she's sending $300 today. Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, that's incredible.
Wonderful.
Remember, folks, he's way poorer than you.
Yeah, that's actually literally true for everyone. There's not a single person who couldn't give.
No one's off the hook. This is a place of miracles, folks. This is a place of dreams. We're already shooting past $6 billion.
Wow.
Let's see this thing hit $10 billion.
I wasn't expecting anything like this. What does he need, $60 billion? I think we might be able to pull it off.
Oh, producer Alistair's calling in. Oh, patch him in.
Yeah,
Hello,
please.
everyone.
Hi, Alistair.
Wow, Alistair, it's really you.
Alistair, how does it feel? I mean, we might bring you out of the red tonight.
I'm touched. You know, they always say that common people are wretched vermin, sheep to the slaughter. People always say, oh, we can't give them democracy. We have to be in control. They can't be trusted. They're too dumb. It's not our fault. We just have to deal with that. We have to benevolently be their overlords and ensure they don't destroy themselves because they're feeble of mind. Everyone I've ever met always says that. I assume the same for all 7 billion of you. And knowing that all 7.5 billion of you are watching, feeling your ears upon my voice over the telephone, whereas I phone into this screen that you're watching, it's the audience, I know that what everyone says all the time isn't true. Common people are decent people. Sure, they have bad taste and they don't know how to deal with their money. And would I trust them with the location of Paradise Valley? No, I wouldn't. But I love them. They're my little brothers and little sisters, my tiny, tiny little brothers and sisters.
That is such a beautiful sentiment, Alistair, and it is finishing up. Just at the moment, we hit 60 billion. You're out of debt.
Great. Okay, well, I gotta go, but it was cool. Oh, that's the doorbell. My smoked fish delivery has arrived.
I don't want to keep you. You seem
Yeah,
flustered.
bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. So, everyone.
Yeah, Alistair Spensworth, he's still going to have a long road building himself up to something. Now he's at zero.
There's still a lot of debt load, folks. Keep it coming, please. Let's get him in the black. Keep it coming. Here's another tweet. I just sent everything I have to make this man in the black again.
Might even seem like Alistair was right. They don't know how to deal with their money.
You know, it sounds great. I give you everything I have, but it might technically be very little.
Yeah, well, that's
maybe
another
they
point.
Have $300 to their name.
In which case, thank you, but
But it's not much, actually.
overall.
Oh, it's still coming.
Yeah, I think that'll keep taking up all night, but
75 billion.
hour is over.
Okay, so folks, we're going to jump into a regularly scheduled episode of Seriously Wrong, but for the rest of the episode, there is a number at the bottom of the screen that you can call, and on the side of the screen, there is a thermometer that continues to grow to new billions throughout the rest of the episode. So that's happening visually, just remember that. Back to the show.